One of the best conversations you ever have in your life is when you're driving your kids to sporting events. And I raised two girls that played soccer in college. So I want to call this podcast one of the Daddy-Daughter Soccer Talk. And also talk about sports and women's soccer and basketball and others. This will be my episode one. This is actually a recording of a phone call I had with my daughter. She lives about 100 miles away from me, so we can't quite get together in the same spot. Conversations, hopefully we'll turn into some podcasts and have some interesting stuff to talk about as far as women's soccer goes. So,
did you hear that Korbin Alpert was booed when they got to England?
No.
He came in the 72nd minute, and the whole crowd booed her. What do you think about that? I mean, as a player, how do you feel about that?
I think, like you think of political opponents, players, you're putting yourself on an international stage. You are a performer of some kind, and you have to be able to roll with the boos and the cheers. If you score a goal and silence them, power to you. If you cry in the corner because they're booing you, sucks to suck. I don't
And
know.
not only that, they'll boo more. That's the way life works.
But like you say, like politicians have opened their lives up to us and we're allowed to hate on them because they're our representatives. I think athletes like that, if we're paying people to play a sport, they're on a stage. They're a performer of some kind. You know what I mean? Like they're not movie actors, but they're playing a game for themselves, but also for like viewing pleasure. That's how they make money. So you have
Yeah,
to be willing to be
exactly.
booed. And any good
And
player is going to take the boos with the cheers.
of course, it's almost like acting in a movie or a TV show. If you're the villain in a play, the audience boos you. I mean, Corbin's kind of like the villain of the play. Everybody boos, and you just go along with it. It's all part of the game.
When UC Irvine played at Texas A&M, my roommate, the other center back that played with me, was committed to Texas A&M or played at regular
Played,
Texas,
played at
which
University of
which is a
Texas.
rival. So when she came on, they booed her, and she had one of the best games of her life.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it fueled her to do better. So
Yeah, uh, that's something that people don't take into account. It is, yeah, they are our gladiators, and we do have the thumbs down, thumbs up when the people take the field. They're kind of like the modern day gladiators. They're not
and
going to
like,
die on that.
who cares? If
I
I
mean, yeah,
walked if I walked into my place of work and somebody booed me when I walked in, it's my job to then prove to them that I'm not worthy of the boos, that I'm actually worthy of cheers. So who cares?
or in the same sense, embrace your role in the entertainment. You
Are
know,
you not entertained?
I mean, is Corbin at 20, 21, whatever she is now?
Capable
Is
of
she
that? No.
mature enough?
No.
Is she mature enough to embrace that role
But now
and
we're
not take
but
it personally?
No, but now we're circling back to my debate that kids should go to college and be in college from 18 to 22. They shouldn't be going to pro at 13 years old, Olivia Moultrie, who has an ACL tear and now a broken ankle. Like, kids shouldn't be going pro at 13. They're not mature enough to be hanging out with Megan Rapinoe and Abby Wambach. They're 13 years old. Like, should Corbin Albert be playing at PSG? I mean, she's talented enough, but like she couldn't just wait it out 2 more years at Notre Dame, one of the best schools in the world, and then go pro when she's 22, 23, and a little bit more mature and ready to live in Paris? I don't know. I don't know her.
But you took it to the extreme, because I know on the U.S. women's national team, even the Olympic team, for that matter. I mean, isn't that basketball player's daughter? Isn't she 19? I mean, she's college age, playing on the national
Yeah,
team.
Trinity Trinity Rodman
Trin,
was at
Trin,
Washington. She was at Washington State and dropped out to go pro.
yeah, so certainly 19 years old playing on the Olympic team, that's fine. The 13, you took it to the extreme there. So that 13-year-old is just way too young to be playing on the
Well,
national team. There should be
you
an
can
age
look up
limit or
you
something.
can look up for another video, Olivia Moultrie, but she not only went pro at 13 years old, her parents did this entire legal dispute to allow her to go pro in the NWSL at 13 years old. And she's made the national team. She's extremely smart at soccer, and it's taken her to the national team. But now she's had an ACL. She just recovered from the ACL and broke her ankle. Like the poor kid's falling apart. Maybe kids are supposed to play a little bit less through college and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you personally have some experience, and you were 16 years old when you went to play at a semi-pro professional level, and took off and traveled and did that yourself. Were you too young to play there?
Kind of, yeah. I read Harry Potter on the flight there and back, and you had my middle school PE teacher watch after me and forced her to room with me.
while all the other girls were talking about having sex with their boyfriends
Yeah.
or girlfriends. whatever the
Okay.
case was.
That's the end of my drive. I'm home. I gotta go.